So, new book. This is what I'm reading. Very explicit. I don't know if you've read this or not. Lots of F words. I didn't read his first book because of it, but the second book, I'm like, but it's good. This is what I needed. So I picked this up. And I started reading this yesterday. And I was a Sunday. I started reading the explicit book on Sunday because, that's how I roll right now, apparently. But some amazing concepts to help get us unstuck. And last week we had talked about fear. Fear came up a few different times inside our coaching calls last week, and fear for all different reasons. And it was stopping us from moving forward, from taking more action. And there was a very interesting example of why we're having the fear, like what's stopping us. And I want to share that with you. So this is what David Goggins says. He says, people get lost in their past. I love this, the ones who bore their family and friends with the same tragic story over and over without showing a hint of progress. He said, it reminds me of a skydiver who becomes too fixated on their tangled parachute. They know they have a backup ready to go, but they burn so much time trying to fix the primary chute that they forget to track the altimeter. And by the time they cut their first chute away and pull the second ripcord, it's too late. Part of the problem is that they have become terrified of pulling that second cord because if it's also messed up, they truly will be helpless. It's a mental trap set by fear. And we can't afford to remain afraid of cutting away dead weight to save ourselves. What struck me with this was how long do we fixate on the first tangled parachute? So often. I would say a tangled parachute for us as realtors would be whatever our lead source is that we're working on, the way we're trying to create business, the way we're trying to make money. And we keep trying to untangle it. We keep trying to make it work, right? We keep trying and keep trying and keep trying for fear that something else won't work. That's a possibility, isn't it? That we stay fixated on the one thing because we need to make that thing work. And maybe sometimes we make it mean that if we can't make this work, then how are we going to make something else work? Self-doubt starts to creep in. So maybe it's not simply fear for us. It starts out as fear, but really it turns into self-doubt that if I can't make this lead generation method work, or if I can't make this client work, if I can't do this thing, how then am I going to make it work in the future with something else? It becomes evidence that we start to stack for ourselves. And then we keep trying, and then we keep stacking more evidence against ourselves that says it's not going to work, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. But what we're not seeing, and the concept that I love, is getting that visual, taking the emotion out of it, getting the visual of cutting that first parachute away, letting go of the first idea that you had, letting go of any of those ideas that you had about what was supposed to work, why it was supposed to work, what it even means, just wiping it clean, like we've talked about before, wiping it clean, getting rid of it, and going on to the next parachute and having some trust and having some faith that you can figure it out. Are you a real estate agent and you got in this business to help people, but yet you're trying everything and it's not working, and all you wanted to do was serve people? If you are a heart-centered realtor and you want to have a thriving real estate business, but you're not sure where to go, what to do, and you keep trying all the gadgets and shiny things in different ways, and all you're doing is spending a lot of money and spinning your wheels, then I've got the solution for you. It is the High Profit Agent Fix. Inside the High Profit Agent Fix, it is a complete business plan, start to finish, and everything in between, the words you say, what you do, to have clients flocking to you, staying with you, so you build a repeatable business full of referral clients and repeat clients. That's what everybody wants, so that you stop having to pay for advertising and you start serving, which is what you got in this business to do in the first place. If this sounds like you, then this is a solution. Go to highprofitagentfix.com and sign up today to get the solution to what you really want, which is to serve and to make money and to make the impact that you want and support your family and do it all from a loving, wonderful, exciting, happy place, because it gets to be joyful. It doesn't get to be frustrating. It actually gets to be joyful. If that's not what you're experiencing, step on up to High Profit Agent Fix, because that's what you get to experience with me in the High Profit Agent Fix. But if we wait so long, we get stuck in the self-doubt cycle. And that self-doubt cycle feels terrible, and it doesn't have an end. It has no end. We will stay stuck in self-doubt. And then self-doubt leads to depression. Self-doubt leads to going to get a different job. Self-doubt leads to a lot of not productive places. So cut away the chute. Pull the second ripcord. Like, don't be terrified, because it is a mental trap. It's set by fear, but it creates self-doubt. So I want you to look at what you've been doing, and are there any areas in your own business, in your own life, in your own business, where you are fumbling with the first parachute, trying to make something work. And you're not giving up. And then I want you to, so first identify it. And then I do want you to say, why? What is it that is stopping you from just cutting it away? Because it's really important, instead of just trying to override and just say like, okay, I'll just get rid of it and move on. In order to stop a pattern from happening, that you don't do this in the future, it's really good for you to learn from it. So if you've been fumbling with something and you won't let it go, identify what is it that's stopping you from letting it go. What's it either feeding you, or what are you feeding into it? And this is going to be different for everyone, because this could be a relationship, this could be a business, this could be a habit. Sometimes we have habits we think are feeding us, but when we really look at them, we're fumbling with them, trying to, I look at it like this too. We're trying to form it into something we want it to be. We're going to take this thing, right, and our idea about it, and then we're going to sit here and we're going to fumble with it and mess with it until we make it what we want it to be. Part of that trying to fix the first parachute is like, okay, we want this parachute to work, and we want it to work so badly that we're going to really like visualize and try to line out all the strings so they're straight. I don't know what a parachute really looks like, but I'm sure it's got lots of strings, right? Line it out so it's straight, so it's what we want it to be. And the truth of the matter is, sometimes it's never going to be what you want it to be. You can't make it be what you want it to be. And you have to let it go. You have to let it go. And realize that you will be okay, and you can handle. Know and have faith in yourself and trust in yourself. It's not trust in the thing. It's not trust in anybody else. It's not even trust in the process. It is, you have trust in you. You have faith in you, that if you're going to cut that first parachute, right, you're going to let go of something, that there is something better for you waiting on the other side of that. Trust that. Trust yourself that you know that the next thing will be amazing for you. And that if that's not the thing, you go to the next parachute. It's the next. And then what happens is you are on to the next so much faster. And you aren't stuck in this first parachute any longer. Right? You stop fumbling for so long. And then now when something enters your life, an idea, or you try something, and then you're gonna try it, and you're gonna recognize faster that you're fumbling. And you're like, oh, this is first parachute stuff. Like, this is first parachute stuff. Right? Let's cut it. Cut it. Go on to the second. Let's cut it. Let's go. It's not that we stop the fumbling from happening. We don't stop the mistakes. We don't stop the fumbling. We don't stop what am I looking for in the word? Like, we don't stop the inconsistencies. We don't stop the circumstances of a parachute not working, of something getting stopped up. We don't stop that from happening, but we recognize it faster. You get good at it. You start to master the art of hearing it, seeing it. Then you just cut it faster. You save yourself faster. You move on and you're not fearful. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that serves you today. Amazing.
Hey, real estate agents, start your week with momentum. Momentum Monday is your free 30-minute power session to ignite your week, sharpen your focus, and elevate your results. Every Monday, you can join a community of high-performing agents who refuse to coast and choose to lead with intention. In just 30 minutes, you will set crystal clear intentions to dominate your week, and you'll learn high-energy strategies that create immediate wins for you. This is not another meeting, it's an intentional strategy session to refocus, recharge, and reignite your drive before the week runs away from you. Whether you're closing deals, generating new leads, or scaling your business, Momentum Monday gives you the clarity, confidence, and community to make it happen. Shake it up, do something new. Start your Monday with momentum. Click below to join for free and experience the results for yourself. I'll see you on the inside.